Hi class, who are you today? That's great! The learning target for today is to solve systems of equations with substitution when one variable is already solved. So, a few things about this. First, remember I said there are three ways to solve equations: graphing, substitution, and elimination. So substitution is the second method to solve systems of equations. Also, look where I said when one variable is solved. That means we're going to start out all of our problems where the equations, one of the equations at least, will start off with something that says x equals or y equals already. It'll make things easier to start off, and then next class we'll do ones where the variable isn't already solved. Let's get started. Alright, so here's our first system. 3x minus 4y equals 23 and x equals 5. And we're going to solve this using substitution. So what we need to do is start off with, we have x equals 5 here. So we want to take the knowledge that x equals 5 and substitute x into the other equation with 5. So instead of saying 3x, we're going to say 3 times 5. So let's rewrite this then. So we have 3 times 5 minus 4y equals 23. And then we need to solve for y. So 3 times 5 is 15, minus 4y equals 23. Then we need to subtract 15 from both sides. So on the left side, that'll leave us with negative 4y. Remember, once again, that minus stays at a negative, so you have to bring it down with the 4y. And then that equals 23 minus 15 is 8. So then we need to divide both sides by negative 4, and we get y equals 2. And this one started off nicely, that x is already solved for you. So x equals 5, y equals 2 is your answer. And if you were to put it in as a point for a coordinate, it would be the point 5, 2. So all substitution is just substituting one of your variables in for the other, so you can solve the equation using only one variable instead of two. Let's move on to the next problem. So in this problem, we have 2x plus 3y equals 2, and y equals 3x minus 25. So, as I mentioned, one equation is already solved for you. However, it's not as easy as it was in the other one where it was just a variable equals a number. This one is y is solved in terms of x. So it's a few more steps. So what we have to do is replace y, substitute it, with 3x minus 25. So we rewrite the top equation, 2x plus 3, and then instead of saying y, we say what y equals. 3x minus 25, and then that equals 2. So now we have to drop down the 2x and distribute this 3. 3 times 3x is 9x, and 3 times negative 25 is a negative 75, equals 2. Now we can combine like terms here and say 2x plus 9x is 11x. Minus 75 equals 2. Now it's a two-step equation, so we can add 75 to both sides. And that gives us 11x equals 77. So we divide both sides by 11. And that gives us x equals 7. Now that we have x equals 7, we have to bring it back to this equation here where y was already solved and substitute x in. So that gives us, over on the other side, y equals 3, and now instead of x we say 7 minus 25. So y equals 21 minus 25, so y equals negative 4. So our answer is x equals 7 and y equals negative 4. And as an ordered pair, it would be the point 7, negative 4. Alright, that's it for this lesson today. Please, once again, remember, take notes on the entire lesson. And right now, take a picture of your notes, submit them to eBackpack. Please don't wait until class. Have a good night.